son stands tall, carrying the weight of the name that echoes through the hall. Dusty Rhodes, a father's pride, a legend in the ring. But for Dustin, the journey's been a fight, a painful state of substance. In silence, he stumbled and fell, chasing the demons that haunted his hell. With every bottle broken, every tear that he cried, he longs for the moment he could finally rise. For the ring is a sanctuary, the canvas is home. In the heart of the battle, he never feels alone. A champion's dream buried deep in his soul, fighting for redemption, to finally feel whole, whole. With the weight of his father, he carries the flame. For the love of the sport, he's reclaiming his name. One last shot at glory, one chance to atone, to stand proud as a champion, to finally feel known. Oh, divorce and despair, the heartache runs deep in the silence of the night. He's haunted by sleepless sleep, the echoes of laughter, the memories of pain. In the ring, he fights hard to break free from the chain. Each match a reminder, each victory a scar. Underneath the spotlight, he's searching for who we are. He remembers his father, the lessons he taught. With every punch thrown, it's redemption he sought. Oh, the ring is a sanctuary, the canvas is home. In the heart of the battle, he never feels alone. A champion's dream buried deep in his soul, fighting for redemption, to finally feel whole, whole. With the weight of his father, he carries the flame. For the love of the sport, he's reclaiming his name. One last shot at glory, one chance to atone, to stand proud as a champion, to finally feel known. Oh, in the moments of darkness, when the shadows close in, he whispers a promise, we'll fight through the sin. For every wrong turn, for every lost fight, he's reaching for the stars, chasing hope through the night. With the spirit of Dusty guiding his way, he'll rise from the ashes, come what may. Now as the bell tolls and the crowd starts to roar, Dustin stands ready, he's prepared for war. With tears in his eyes, he steps into the light, fighting for his family, for the love that feels right. A champion's heart forged from the fire within. For the legacy of Rhodes, he will rise once again. Oh, the ring is a sanctuary, the canvas is home. In the heart of the battle, he never feels alone. A champion's dream buried deep in his soul, fighting for redemption, to finally feel whole, whole. With the weight of his father, he carries the flame. For the love of the sport, he's reclaiming his name. One last shot at glory, one chance to atone, to stand proud as a champion, to finally feel known. Oh.
Dustin Rhodes is arguably one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, and one of the baddest motherfuckers that ever lived. If you were to compile a list of the top 100 or even 200 wrestlers, he would undoubtedly secure a permanent spot. His career renaissance in All Elite Wrestling has been nothing short of remarkable, especially after capturing the Ring of Honor six-man tag team titles alongside the Von Erich Boys, and later winning the ROH Tag Team Championships. This resurgence has not only reinvigorated his own legacy, but has also sparked increased intrigue and ratings for Ring of Honor. It's clear to me that there is a goldmine waiting to be tapped in making Dustin Rhodes the Ring of Honor heavyweight champion. In this fantasy booking plan, I'll outline a roadmap for Dustin's ascension to the top of the ROH hierarchy while simultaneously restructuring the promotion for long-term profitability. By the way, Vincent Kennedy McMahon can suck my fucking dick for not making Dustin Rhodes the WWF champion. Let's take a look at the current landscape of Ring of Honor. Ever since Tony Khan acquired the promotion, it has been a disorganized mess. Attendance figures have been downright embarrassing, like last year's Death Before Dishonor event, which drew only 3,000 fans in a 10,000-plus seat arena. During WrestleMania weekend, ROH struggled to fill the Liacouras Center, which was well under 50% capacity. The reality is that Ring of Honor lacks the same appeal it once had, showcasing a mishmash of talent acquired during the purchase and existing AEW stars. This chaotic blend has turned the promotion into a big clusterfuck that desperately needs a revamp. At the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view, two critical matches are essential for setting the tone of Dustin Rhodes' journey. First, Dustin needs to make an announcement regarding his tag team partner, Sammy Guevara, who is recovering well. He should then reveal that he spoke with Tony Khan and will participate in a unique 2-on-1 match, echoing MJF's solo ROH tag team title defense from the previous year. This sets up a showdown against the Undisputed Kingdom, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. In a thrilling encounter, Dustin defeats Matt Taven, showcasing his resilience and skill. However, the real twist comes when it's announced that the actual opponents were Mike Bennett and Wardlow, who storms the ring with an intimidating presence. The powerhouse quickly decimates Dustin with a series of devastating powerbombs, leading to Mike Bennett and Wardlow becoming the new ROH Tag Team Champions. This booking not only elevates Wardlow as a dominant force, but also highlights Dustin's ambition, a double-edged sword that becomes both his strength and weakness. Having Ring of Honor titles defended on major AEW pay-per-views is crucial for exposing its talent to a larger audience. Just as I would incorporate NXT wrestlers into significant events like SummerSlam or WrestleMania, it's vital that ROH gets the same platform. This cross-pollination can help rejuvenate interest in the promotion and its wrestlers. Next up at Wrestle Dream, a match that could change the course of ROH history. Chris Jericho versus Mark Briscoe for the ROH Championship. Jericho must emerge victorious for several compelling reasons. First, a heel champion can generate the kind of heat that fans love to hate. Jericho's current role in the learning tree positions him perfectly to reclaim the title and elevate the overall storytelling of ROH. Mark Briscoe, while a talented champion, has had a lackluster reign, defending the title without engaging in meaningful feuds. Jericho, on the other hand, can craft compelling narratives and inspire the roster with his mic skills. To truly re-establish Ring of Honor, it needs a champion that fans want to see. Jericho's marketability can draw in fans who might otherwise overlook the promotion. With his recent criticisms about being out of shape and taking the spotlight from younger talent, he can lean into this persona, becoming the perfect antagonist for a roster full of hungry challengers. And for Mark Briscoe, it would make sense for him to graduate to the AEW roster and go after the AEW World Heavyweight Championship and other AEW titles from now on. This is because you want to establish that anybody who is a champion or spend a lot of time in Ring of Honor is capable of graduating to the main roster and having success there. I really think that Mark Briscoe would be a great challenger for the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. And you can have him main event many television shows and also have him compete for the title during the main event of pay-per-views. I also feel with his promo skills that it will definitely help the AEW ratings. As we look ahead, it's crucial for Tony Khan to announce the next ROH pay-per-view, Final Battle, scheduled for the Friday the day before Full Gear at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. This strategic timing can entice fans to attend both events, possibly increasing overall attendance and generating buzz. By positioning ROH as a must-see event leading into Full Gear, we can create a momentum that carries through the weekend. This doubleheader strategy not only maximizes the audience, but also creates a sense of urgency and excitement around both shows. Fans who are passionate about wrestling will be more inclined to stick around for both events, especially if there's a narrative thread connecting them. By having a highly marketable main event for Final Battle, such as Chris Jericho defending the ROH Championship, you'll draw in a larger crowd eager to witness the drama unfold. As Ring of Honor builds towards Final Battle, Dustin Rhodes' path to the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship must also be strategically laid out. After his loss at Wrestle Dream, he goes through a period of self-reflection. This is where the storytelling truly shines. We see Dustin grappling with his ambition, questioning whether his drive to succeed is worth the toll it takes on his body and mind. This internal conflict makes him a relatable character, drawing in fans who appreciate his vulnerability. In the weeks leading up to Final Battle, Dustin begins a redemption arc. He competes in a series of matches against up-and-coming talent, showcasing his experience and determination. Each match is a brutal contest, echoing the physical toll of pro wrestling while highlighting Dustin's enduring legacy. He wins with a mix of technical skill and sheer willpower, proving that age is just a number and ambition can fuel greatness. To amplify the drama, let's introduce some roadblocks. Perhaps a faction, feeling threatened by Dustin's resurgence, begins to target him. This faction could be composed of younger wrestlers who are hungry for the spotlight and see Dustin as a relic of the past. Their constant interference and verbal assaults push Dustin to his limits, further fueling his narrative of ambition versus vulnerability. Final Battle, the climactic showdown. As we reach the highly anticipated Final Battle, the tension in the arena is palpable. Fans are on the edge of their seats as Dustin Rhodes faces Chris Jericho for the ROH Championship in what promises to be an unforgettable clash. The atmosphere crackles with excitement as both men step into the ring, embodying the struggle between legacy and ambition. The match unfolds as an epic contest, showcasing the storytelling that has defined both characters' journeys. Dustin, with his relentless spirit, counters Jericho's cunning tactics, while Jericho plays the heel masterfully, using every trick in the book to maintain his grip on the championship. This is more than just a match. It's a battle for pride, legacy, and the future of Ring of Honor. However, the climax of this hard-fought contest takes a dark turn. As Dustin gains momentum, the lights flicker ominously, signaling the arrival of the Learning Tree, Jericho's faction that includes the menacing Big Bill and the nefarious Bad Apple, Brian Keith. They storm the ring, creating chaos and confusion as they attack Dustin, tipping the scales in Jericho's favor. In a shocking twist, the trio drags Dustin out of the ring, leading to a brutal assault. They go under the ring and retrieve a cowbell, a nod to classic wrestling brutality, and use it mercilessly against Dustin. The sound of metal striking flesh echoes throughout the arena, sending shockwaves of disbelief through the crowd. As if that wasn't enough, they tie Dustin up, further incapacitating him while they revel in their villainy, delivering brutal strikes that leave him vulnerable and helpless. Just as it seems that all hope is lost, the Von Erich brothers, known for their legacy of heroism in the wrestling world, come charging down to the ring. The crowd erupts, rallying behind their heroes as they fend off the Learning Tree, fighting valiantly to save Dustin. The rescue not only highlights the camaraderie and respect among wrestlers, but also serves as a powerful reminder of Dustin's impact on the industry. Following this intense showdown at Final Battle, the aftermath is electric. The rivalry between Dustin and the Learning Tree intensifies, setting the stage for an explosive encounter at the upcoming Full Gear event. During the dark matches, the anticipation builds for a six-man tag team match, featuring Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs against Chris Jericho, Brian Keith, and Big Bill for the ROH six-man tag team championships. This match has all the ingredients for a thrilling encounter. The stakes are high, the emotional investment is deep, and the storytelling is rich with history and rivalry. Fans will be eager to see if Dustin and the Von Erichs can reclaim glory and vanquish the forces of Jericho and his faction. This storyline not only reinforces the importance of friendship and legacy in professional wrestling, but also elevates the stature of Ring of Honor as a promotion that can deliver compelling narratives and unforgettable matches. With Dustin Rhodes at the center of this drama, the future of ROH looks brighter than ever, offering fans a journey filled with excitement, passion, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. At Full Gear 2024, the arena is electric as Dustin Rhodes teams up with the Von Erich brothers to defend their six-man tag team championships against Chris Jericho and his Learning Tree. The match is filled with high-octane action, showcasing the unique styles and charisma of each competitor. The crowd is firmly behind Dustin and the Von Erichs, their rich family legacy resonating with the audience. As the match progresses, we see a flurry of double-team moves, high spots, and near falls that keep the fans on the edge of their seats. The Learning Tree, with their cunning tactics, tries to isolate one of the Von Erichs, but the resilience of Dustin and his team shines through. In the climactic moments, Dustin hits a stunning DDT on Brian Keith, following it up with his signature finisher. Dustin secures the pinfall victory, retaining the six-man tag team championships. This win not only solidifies their reign, but also maintains Dustin's momentum as a fighting champion. The post-match celebration showcases the camaraderie and legacy of the team, reminding everyone why they're fan favorites. World's End Tornado Tag Team Match, Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs versus Chris Jericho and the Learning Tree. At the World's End pay-per-view, the tension between these two factions reaches a boiling point. The match is set as a tornado tag team encounter, allowing for an all-out brawl with no tags required. This match is designed to be chaotic and unpredictable, with the potential for high spots reminiscent of a TLC match. From the opening bell, all six men dive into the fray. The match features tables, ladders, and chairs, creating an exhilarating atmosphere. The Learning Tree uses their size and cunning to their advantage, but Dustin and the Von Erichs showcase their resilience and teamwork. However, in a shocking turn of events, Chris Jericho manages to pin Dustin Rhodes, giving his team the victory. This win is crucial for Jericho, as it re-establishes him in the title picture and keeps the rivalry alive. The exchange of victories between Dustin and Jericho keeps fans engaged and heightens the anticipation for their future encounters, particularly at All In 2025. Supercard of Honor 2025. Supercard of Honor will happen the night before AEW Revolution 2025. The main event match will be Big Bill versus Dustin Rhodes. The Supercard of Honor is set to be a pivotal event, featuring Dustin Rhodes in a high-stakes match against Big Bill for the #1 contender spot. The match is filled with drama, with Big Bill showcasing his impressive size and strength against the legendary Rhodes. In a surprising twist, Big Bill scores a clean victory over Dustin, solidifying his position as a rising star in the promotion. This win not only elevates Big Bill, but also gives him the momentum needed to challenge for the heavyweight title in the future. The match serves as a passing of the torch moment, highlighting Big Bill's potential as a top competitor. Revolution 2025. At Revolution, the stage is set for Chris Jericho to face Big Bill in a highly anticipated match. The two competitors have developed a mutual respect for each other, and the match showcases their unique styles. Jericho, the veteran, uses his experience to try and outmaneuver the towering Big Bill, while Bill relies on his raw power and agility. After a hard-fought battle, Big Bill emerges victorious. This victory elevates him further up the card and establishes him as a serious threat in the heavyweight division. Post-match, Jericho and Big Bill share a moment of respect, solidifying their friendship despite the fierce competition. Throughout this storyline, the emphasis on building new stars like Big Bill is critical for the long-term success of both Ring of Honor and All Elite Wrestling. With tall, muscular competitors often being sidelined or portrayed as comedic relief, it's essential to showcase them as credible threats in the championship picture. By giving them significant victories and opportunities, promotions can create a more dynamic and believable landscape. Moreover, the synergy between ROH and AEW, particularly with events like Supercard of Honor leading into Revolution, allows for greater storytelling and character development. It creates an environment where fans are invested in the journeys of both established legends and emerging talents, ensuring a rich and varied wrestling experience. Death Before Dishonor. The 2025 edition of Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor takes place the night before the highly anticipated Blood and Guts pay-per-view. This strategic positioning allows both events to build on each other's momentum, as the violent themes and violent names of both shows resonate with fans. The night is packed with high-stakes matches that set the stage for dramatic rivalries and future encounters. Match 1. Dalton Castle vs. Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor Championship. The night kicks off with Dalton Castle challenging Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor Championship. Castle, known for his flamboyant style and charming persona, puts up a spirited fight against the crafty veteran Jericho. However, despite his best efforts and the crowd's support, Castle ultimately falls short. Jericho retains the title, further solidifying his status as a top heel in ROH. The other reason why I would have Dalton Castle is because I see Dalton Castle as a big star that can also graduate over to the AEW, Dynamite, and Collision roster, instead of just sticking to Ring of Honor. The other thing is that you don't want every pay-per-view match to be about Dustin Rhodes and the Learning Tree, just because it can become monotonous, and this showdown breaks the monotony. Jericho's post-match promo is a masterclass in heel work. He taunts the audience and verbally berates Dalton Castle, declaring that he is the undisputed king of ROH and that no one can touch him. This sets the tone for the rest of the night, emphasizing Jericho's dominance and the challenges ahead for those seeking to dethrone him. Match 2. Dustin Rhodes Gauntlet Challenge. Following Jericho's victory, Dustin Rhodes prepares for an arduous gauntlet match against Brian Keith, Big Cass, and Sammy Guevara. The stipulation had been announced by Jericho himself, showcasing his manipulative nature by pitting Rhodes against his own partner, Guevara. Match breakdown. Round 1, Dustin Rhodes vs. Brian Keith. The match is hard-hitting, with both competitors showcasing their resilience and skill. Rhodes ultimately prevails with a powerful final cut, earning a hard-fought victory. Round 2, Dustin Rhodes vs. Big Cass. The towering Big Cass presents a significant challenge, using his size and strength to dominate the match. However, Dustin's experience and cunning play a crucial role, and he manages to score the win after a series of near falls and high-impact moves. Round 3, Dustin Rhodes vs. Sammy Guevara. The tension between Rhodes and Guevara is palpable, as both men are reluctant to fight each other. However, they put on a classic match filled with athleticism and storytelling. In a moment of solidarity, they show mutual respect, but ultimately, Rhodes secures the victory with a devastating move, earning the right to challenge for the Ring of Honor Championship at All In 2025. This gauntlet match serves to highlight Dustin Rhodes' resilience and determination, showcasing him as a fighting champion who is willing to go through hell to get what he wants. The dynamic with Guevara adds layers to their partnership, setting the stage for future tensions and storylines. After Dustin wins the gauntlet, Chris Jericho makes an unexpected appearance to address Dustin Rhodes. He informs Rhodes that, due to his impressive performance, he will indeed be facing Samoa Joe at Blood and Guts in a first blood match. However, there's a twist. If Rhodes loses to Joe, Joe will earn a shot at Jericho's championship at All In 2025 instead. This stipulation elevates the stakes for Dustin, who must now face a formidable opponent in Samoa Joe, a man known for his striking ability and submission prowess. The tension in the air is palpable as the audience anticipates the potential fallout from this match. Blood and Guts, Chris Jericho takes to commentary during the Samoa Joe vs. Dustin Rhodes match, further intensifying the rivalry. Jericho's disrespectful commentary aims to undermine both competitors, and it becomes a focal point during the match. Samoa Joe vs. Dustin Rhodes First Blood match. The match is a hard-hitting affair, with both men showcasing their strength and technical prowess. However, the tension escalates when Jericho's taunts draw Samoa Joe's ire. Midway through the match, Big Bill makes a surprise appearance, coming to Jericho's defense as he continues to provoke Joe from ringside. In a shocking moment, Big Bill punches Joe in the face, causing chaos and leading to a bloody lip for Samoa Joe. This distraction allows Dustin Rhodes to capitalize and secure the victory, but the implications of Big Bill's interference lead to tension and an inevitable showdown between Big Bill and Samoa Joe at All In. The crowd is very excited to see that Dustin Rhodes will possibly gain his first World Heavyweight Championship at All in 2025. As Vince McMahon talked about in his documentary series that it's not the right match, it has to be at the right moment with the right size audience. All In 2025, Chris Jericho versus Dustin Rhodes Texas Deathmatch. As the sun sets on a sweltering August evening in 2025, Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas, buzzes with anticipation. The arena is packed to the brim with 50,000 passionate wrestling fans, hoisting beer cans and plates piled high with steak, embodying the spirit of Texas. The atmosphere is electric, a mix of excitement and nostalgia, as the All Elite Wrestling presents its WrestleMania-caliber show, All In. The air is thick with the scent of barbecue, and the crowd buzzes with the promise of a night filled with unforgettable moments. As the lights dim, the unmistakable strains of Chris Jericho's entrance theme Judas reverberate through the stadium. Pyrotechnics explode into the night sky, illuminating Jericho's silhouette as he struts down the ramp, flanked by his Learning Tree comrades, Big Bill and Brian Keith. With a cocky smirk plastered across his face, Jericho relishes the jeers from the crowd. He's a master of manipulation, having spent the past year as the Ring of Honor champion, flaunting his entitlement and making everything about himself. Moments later, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. The sound of engines revving fills the air, and a gleaming gold Tesla rolls into view, its bullhorns gleaming in the spotlight. The crowd erupts as Dustin Rhodes steps out, a nod to his past as Goldust, now fully embracing his legacy as a wrestling icon. Riding shotgun is the high-flying Sammy Guevara, while the Von Erich brothers and Kevin wave to the fans from the back seat. The symbolism is clear. This is not just a match. It's a battleground where legacies collide. The bell rings and the match begins with an explosion of aggression. Jericho, ever the strategist, attempts to gain an early advantage by delivering a series of swift strikes, but Dustin counters with his resilience and experience. The two men trade blows, with Dustin showing grit, flipping the middle finger at Jericho in defiance, reminding the audience that he won't be intimidated. As the match escalates, the violence ramps up. Barbed wire is introduced, and the crowd gasps as both men utilize it to inflict pain. Jericho, with his dastardly tactics, tries to wrap the wire around Dustin's face, but Rhodes counters, sending Jericho crashing into the ropes, leaving him tangled and vulnerable. The crowd roars in approval as Rhodes channels his inner warrior, embodying the spirit of his father, Dusty Rhodes. Big Bill and Brian Keith try to interfere, attempting to tip the scales in Jericho's favor. But Sammy Guevara, ever the dynamic performer, springs into action, executing a series of breathtaking high-flying moves to keep the Learning Tree at bay. Meanwhile, the Von Erichs stand tall at ringside, their presence a reminder of Texas wrestling history, ensuring that Dustin has the support he needs. In a nod to the legendary Texas deathmatch between Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk, the tension builds as Dustin retrieves a cowbell, swinging it wildly to the crowd's delight. The sound resonates like a battle cry, echoing through the arena as he lands a crushing blow on Jericho, leaving him reeling. As the match progresses, both men show signs of wear. Blood trickles down their faces, a testament to their brutal exchange. Yet, it's Dustin's unyielding spirit that shines through. He rallies, performing his signature moves, the Bulldog and the Bionic Elbow, each one met with thunderous applause from the crowd. The match reaches its fever pitch as Dustin sets his sights on an unconventional weapon, a branding iron, a true symbol of Texas heritage. The crowd gasps with anticipation, fully aware of what's at stake. Jericho, realizing the danger, attempts to escape, but Dustin is relentless, dragging him back into the fray. In a dramatic turn, Jericho finds himself cornered, and as Dustin raises the branding iron high, the tension is palpable. Jericho, ever the opportunist, suddenly surrenders, raising his hands in defeat, claiming he won't be branded. The crowd erupts in a wild frenzy, celebrating Dustin's victory as the referee calls for the bell. As the dust settles, fireworks explode above the stadium in a dazzling display, showering the arena in light and color. Dustin stands tall in the ring, the ROH championship belt gleaming around his waist. The crowd chants his name, a mixture of joy and respect resonating through Globe Life Field. With blood still glistening on his forehead, he raises the title high, embodying the spirit of a fighting champion. Dustin, visibly emotional yet composed, takes a microphone, and the arena quiets down to hear his words. "This victory isn't just for me," he begins, his voice filled with passion. "This is for every fan who believes in hard work and perseverance. This is for the legacy of my father, the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, and for every wrestler who has ever stepped into the ring and fought for their dreams." The crowd erupts into cheers, chanting, "Dusty, Dusty," as Dustin continues. "I want to make it clear right here and now that this championship isn't just a trophy to me. I will defend this title with honor and pride. I won't just be a champion. I'll be a fighting champion. I want to put the Ring of Honor championship on the line at every opportunity, starting right here, right now, at All In." The fans roar in approval, and Dustin's eyes sparkle with determination as he looks at the camera. "Sammy Guevara, I know you're out there. You've shown great promise and talent, and I want you to know that once I'm done celebrating tonight, I'd be honored to pass the torch to you. Let's make this championship mean something. Let's elevate this division together." Dustin declares that from now on, every single All In show, the men's Ring of Honor heavyweight champion will be defended, and also the women's Ring of Honor championship, so that way it elevates all ROH champions and ROH challengers who want to make something of themselves. As Dustin finishes his heartfelt speech, the arena lights dim again, and a familiar tune begins to play. It's Chris Jericho's theme once more. The crowd murmurs with confusion and anticipation. Jericho, still nursing his bruised ego, steps out onto the entrance ramp flanked by the learning tree. A look of disdain is etched on his face as he glares at Dustin. "Congratulations, Dustin. You've managed to survive tonight," Jericho sneers, sarcasm dripping from his voice. "But don't think for a second that this is over. You may have won the battle, but I will win this war. You've made a big mistake by challenging me. I'll get my rematch, and when I do, I won't be holding back. You'll wish you never stepped into this ring with the new Wavo." The tension in the arena reaches its apex as Dustin, unfazed, locks eyes with Jericho. "Bring it on, Jericho. I'm ready for whatever you throw at me. You may have been a champion, but now it's my time to shine, and I won't back down." With that, Jericho and his crew retreat, their intentions clear. This rivalry is far from over. The seeds for future confrontations are planted, and the audience is left buzzing with excitement for what's to come. Dustin is joined in the ring by the Von Erich brothers and Sammy Guevara, who all raise his hand in solidarity. The moment symbolizes not just a victory, but the passing of the torch and the continuation of a legacy that has been built on tradition, grit, and resilience. The camera zooms in on the jubilant faces of the fans, who are on their feet, applauding and chanting for their champion. The screen fades to black, but the echoes of the crowd's cheers linger in the air, solidifying this match as a legendary moment in wrestling history. In the following weeks, the fallout from this epic clash reverberates through AEW and ROH. Dustin Rhodes, now the proud champion, embarks on a mission to defend his title against all challengers. His journey is marked by fierce battles, emotional matches, and the continued support of the wrestling community. Dustin stands in the ring, holding the championship belt. He knows that the road ahead will be filled with challenges, but with the spirit of his father guiding him and the support of his friends and family, he is ready to take on anyone who dares to challenge the legacy of the Rhodes name. Having Rhodes as the ROH champion is particularly critical in light of recent trends, where champions have sometimes not had the opportunity to fully defend their titles before retiring or stepping back from the ring. For instance, Sting's brief reign with the AEW Tag Team Championship, which was marked by only one defense before his retirement, highlights the need for champions who are active and committed to their titles. By establishing a champion like Dustin, who is willing to defend his belt consistently, AEW sets a standard that champions should be present and engaged, enhancing the prestige of the championship itself. Moreover, the strategic scheduling of back-to-back pay-per-views for Ring of Honor and All Elite Wrestling can lead to significant benefits. Renting out an arena for consecutive nights not only lowers operational costs, but it also creates a buzz around both events. The hype generated by the AEW pay-per-view can seamlessly transition into the ROH event, maximizing audience engagement and ensuring that fans are excited about the product on both platforms. This kind of synergy helps to elevate the entire brand and encourages fans to invest in both promotions. At the core of Ring of Honor's mission should be the development of new stars. It is crucial that ROH maintains an environment where emerging talent can thrive and be showcased. The champions must possess charisma and bravado, acting as role models for the younger generation of wrestlers. Each title challenge should not only serve to elevate the champion, but also provide a platform for challengers to demonstrate their skills and build their own legacies. This creates a nurturing atmosphere where talent can grow and evolve, ultimately leading to a more dynamic roster in both ROH and AEW. Furthermore, the importance of the heavyweight men's and women's championships cannot be overstated. These ROH titles should be defended on major pay-per-view platforms, ensuring they hold significant value and recognition. For example, defending the NXT title at WrestleMania would not only elevate the competitors, but also offer a glimpse into the future of the promotion, demonstrating the potential of the NXT roster to the larger audience. As the world of professional wrestling continues to evolve, the presence of established stars like Dustin Rhodes and Chris Jericho is essential. Their involvement in compelling storylines not only captivates audiences, but also serves to elevate younger talent, ensuring the future of wrestling remains bright. The combination of legacy, passion, and the drive to build new stars creates a rich tapestry that resonates with fans and keeps them coming back for more. In conclusion, by placing Dustin Rhodes in a prominent role as the Ring of Honor champion and fostering an environment where champions defend their titles consistently, AEW and ROH can create a compelling narrative that captivates audiences. This approach not only honors the history of wrestling, but also builds a foundation for the future, ensuring that both promotions remain relevant and exciting in an ever-changing landscape. The future of wrestling is bright, and with the right strategies in place, the best is yet to come.